Today we will see introduction of Android Studio, that is a project structure of Android Studio. Android project view. After creation of new project, it will display Android project view, that is app, manifest, Java, resource, drawable, layout, menu, map, values and Gradle scripts. This is the basic structure of Android project. This is the basic view, and it contains Java source files for the module, manifest files and resources. Android manifest XML is one of the most important file in the Android project structure. It contains information of the package, including components of the application such as activities, services, broadcast receivers and content providers. These four main components are available in Android Studio, Android OS, and Android manifest is very important file in the Android project structure, and it contains information of the package including all the components. It is responsible to protect the application to access any protected parts by providing the permissions. It also declares the Android API that the application is going to use, and it contains all the classes which provides profiling and other informations. Next, Java. The Java folder contains the Java source code files. Instead of Java, if you use Kotlin, then it will show Kotlin. We can have more than one package in the Android application. It always a good practice to break the source code of the application into different packages based on its core functionality. All the source files of the activities, services, etc. all are stored into this Java file or Kotlin folder. RES is the resource folder where all the external resources for the application such as images, layout XML files, strings, animations, audio files, all these are the resources, types of resources. Which resources are there? Images, layout XML files, strings, animations, audio files, etc. are stored into resource. There are subfolders are available in resource: drawable, layout, menu, map and values. Drawable, this folder contains the bitmap file to be used in the program. If you want to images file, image file, icon files, these are stored into drawable folder. And there are different folders to store drawables: drawable LDPI, drawable MDPI, drawable HDPI, drawable XDPI. As per the resolution, the folders are available. The folders are to be provided alternative image resources to specific screen configurations. LDPI, MDPI, HDPI stands for low density, medium density, high density screens respectively. The resources for each screen resolutions are stored in respective folders, and the Android system will choose it according to the pixel density of the device. Layout. It contains XML files that define the user interface of the application. Menu, XML files that defines menu for the application goes into this folder. Map folder is used for placing the app icons only. Icons are stored into map folder. Any other drivable assets should be placed in the relevant drivable folders as before. XML files that define simple values such as strings, arrays, integers, dimensions, colors, styles, etc. are placed in this folder. Gradle scripts are used to automate tasks for the most part. Android Studio performs application builds in the background without any intervention from the developer. It automates the compilation process using Gradle scripts. This build process is handled using the Gradle system, an automated build toolkit designed to allow the ways in which projects are built to be configured and managed through a set of build configuration files. It uses a language called Groovin. This is the project view. After actually we have to see the Android Studio, open the Android Studio app. It opens Android Studio app. It takes some time. The project module app, it will contain this after opening a project, it will display manifest, Java, resource and Gradle scripts. Gradle script contains build, libs, Gradle. This is where the Gradle build systems jar wrapper is found. This jar is how Android Studio communicates with Gradle installed in Windows. External libraries. This is not actually a folder, but a place where referenced libraries and information on targeted platform SDK are shown. Android R.Java. What is R.Java? It contains R.Java file. It is a Android auto-generated file by Android Asset Packaging tool that contains resource IDs for all the resources of RES directory. On creating any component in the activity main.xml file, ID for the corresponding component is automatically created in this file. This ID can be used in the activity source file to perform any action on the component. Suppose we have to use open recent project. On creating any component in the activity main.xml file, ID for the corresponding component is automatically created in this file. When you use any component, it give one ID for the component, and component entry is available in the R.Java file to perform some action. The compilers converts compiled class files to executable.txt file in the Dalvik format for further execution in the Android environment. Following are the two important tools used Here Android compilers. Dalvik Virtual Machine is an Android virtual machine optimized for mobile devices. It optimizes the virtual machine for memory, battery life and performance. The DEX compiler converts the class files into the .dex file that run on the Dalvik virtual machine. The multiple class files are converted into one DEX file. Following flowchart depicts compiling and packaging process from the source file. Here source code is there, then compilation. After compilation it will create a class file, then class file converts into .dex file. The DEX compiler converts the class files into DX file that run on the Dalvik virtual machine, and the multiple classes are converted into one DEX file. The JavaC tool compiles the Java source code file into the class file. The DX tool takes all the class files of the application and generates a single DX file. It is a platform specific tool. The Android Assets Packaging tool handles the packaging processes. AAPT tool is there. Here how to set a theme. When you create any project, you can set a theme for Windows. File settings, appearance and behavior, appearance, theme. You can select your theme, and then to change the color of the edited text you can go to file settings editor. You can change the theme as well as you can change the color. Next, changing color of Lockcat. Lockcat is the best way to find any bug present in the application. This is the area which use this is the area which is the display all the compilation messages. Here it is called Lockcat. You can change the color of Lockcat. Here Windows file settings, editor, color scheme, Android Lockcat. These are the options available: file settings, editor, color scheme, Android Lockcat. You can change the color. You can check the CPU, memory, network and energy usage of your application in the Android Studio. All you need to do is run your application on your device or emulator and then click on the profiler button. Profiler button, this is the symbol for profiler button. After pressing the button, you will get a window at the bottom of the Android Studio that will show a graph which describes the usage of CPU, memory, network and energy. We can see Control Shift up arrow, Control Shift up arrow. It will give the symbol. Different symbols are there. It will display after pressing the button. You can see the statistics of CPU, memory, network, energy. You can open a single option to see the statistics, CPU, memory, network. In Android Studio, there are various tools, windows for different tasks like project, Lockcat, run, to do, You can open these windows by simply clicking on the small buttons corresponding to these windows. But to open it with the help of keyboard, you need to note the underlined number that is present on the small button to open that window. These are the to-do project current file. These different symbols are there here. Similarly, you can use Alt command plus underline number combination to open other windows. With that command, with that symbol, one number is there, 6 logcat, 4 is run, 9 version control, some number is with the symbol, then you can use directly with that number with Alt and number. Alt command plus underline number. To open Gradle, press Ctrl tab and then release the tab and keep on pressing the Control button. You will see the below image. You can see the G is underlined in case of Gradle. Here, Control tab. If you press the Control tab, it will display. G is underlined for the Gradle. Press G, capital G, to open the Gradle. If you press first character, it will display all the controls. You can close the recently opened tool window by pressing the Shift Escape. To get back the window again, you can press F12. Control Shift F12. While developing any Android application, we can make many files, and those files there are many classes and symbols, so it becomes a harder task to find which file is located where. By pressing Shift 2 times, you will get a window to search anything you want to find. Finding actions. Android Studio contains a number of features and it is impossible to remember the place from where a particular feature can be used or activated. So in order to search these features in a very fast manner, you can use Ctrl Shift A. After pressing Ctrl Shift A, it will display this below screen. You can use Shift F6 to rename a file. So many various commands are there, tips and shortcuts are there. You can split screen in Android Studio vertically, horizontally. You can add macros also. You can use the postfix code completion to write the code in a faster way. All you need to do is press Ctrl J. Android Studio will give you a number of possible codes. For example, if you want to write the code for a toast in Android Studio is a short message. Then just write T and Ctrl J. You will be given list of possible atoms and select toast and click enter. After pressing Ctrl J, it will show all the possible atoms. Navigate through methods, Alt down arrow. Find information about methods and parameters, Ctrl Q. Move statements up and down, Ctrl Shift up arrow, down arrow. Find all occurrences, Ctrl plus F. Working offline. Android Studio preferences in Mac and file settings in Windows. Line number and method separator is there. Multi-cursor feature, last copy paste, open class, open file, find declaration, move between tabs, last tab, format your code, auto indent line, find and replace, hard coded string to resources, build and run, last edited location, close active editor tab, resource manager using plugins. All these tips and tricks are there in Android Studio. Here, this is the first project which display project resource manager. Here you can use. This is the brief introduction of Android Studio project structure. I hope you will understand. If you have any query, please write your question on discussion forum. Thank you.